Yo, people, welcome to another episode of Smoked Out Society. I hope you guys saw my short before you came up here because it's basically explaining the fucking title. Hey, yo, there might be more to these fucking Epstein files than we thinking, man. This shit is getting out of hand, people. Now there are emails being leaked that your boy Trump was giving fellatio to Bill Clinton. What the fuck is going on? Bro, this Epstein shit is getting out of hand. I got the blunt rolled. I got emails to show y'all. I got information to talk to y'all about. Bro, get the fuck out of here, man. It's on and popping, bro. It is on and popping. And we're going to start the show off right, and we definitely need to. You know how I like to do. I always like to start the show off with a quick song just to get everybody reeled into what we going. And you know how I like to, who I'm going to start it off with. Ain't no choice. There ain't no question. Let's get it, yo. Folks, after this song is on and popping, get your popcorn, get your tea, sit down, get comfortable. This shit's about to be on and popping, bro. I got emails for y'all. I got information. I got videos. Come on, man. You hanging out with your boy Havoc 3E. You hanging out with the devil's advocate of Talk Ye Is Just. And I'm also known as the motherfucking problem child of the Rico Squad. Let's do it, Chino Plush.
They never heard a song with Vado and Plush on it. With Trigger. I'ma do this shit for Queens, the Bronx, Newburgh, down south, the Midwest to the West. Let's go.
Gotta be
cautious, dripping nice in them crosses. Niggas will light up the torches, gotta be stepping outside with the bosses. Can't trust them as far as you smell them. All of you niggas is telling, and most of my niggas are felons. Hold up, what's jookin'? The chef in the kitchen was cooking. These niggas, they snitching, they shookin'. Shout out my niggas in Brooklyn. I'm up in Harlem with Vado, smoking a lot of gelato. Almost thought I was in LA. They sellin' them medicine bottles. Never put trust in a buster. Closest of homies a rat on you. Follow the code of the hustlers. Nigga doing good, that's when they wish bad on you. Niggas talk about loyalty, but they really wanna put a toe tag on you. Poppin' shit, but they avoided me. They just hush mouth, I ain't gotta talk about it, I ain't gotta rush now. She a bust down, I don't trust shorty cause she see me like a touchdown. From the end zone to the friend zone. You ain't coming to my Benzo. I'ma give you that extendo. With it waving out the window cause I'm gotta be cautious, dripping nice in them crosses. Niggas will light up the torches, gotta be stepping outside with the bosses. They trust them as far as you smell them. All of you niggas is telling, and most of my niggas are felon.
As I sit in the wicker chair, surrounded by millionaires, real street legends making the pictures rare. One of my mans in it, he's seeing years. My other man's in it, been free and clear. When I asked how he did it, he said from being fair. This circle tight enough, you can see a square. And on point enough to know when to disappear. More than aware of these weirdos. That's why I keep a 4-5 Tech 9 with the air holes. Respect minds on the air those. I'm in the earlobes. Ha, yeah.
You trippin' dog, I'm a big stepper. Roll the dice in a Harlem night like Sugar Ray, I make a quick better. Dapper DG, Aqua Water, VB, Heapy, Serafini, Ava Rex Leather. Bass rhyme doing ditty bops. Wave vibes like the Millie Rock. Who are we? Gotta be Lil Big Daddy Southpaw, stop asking us. Acting tough, player, you can see the clip. Stop acting up, actor cuts. Dripping in the building, still in need a bit of patching up. Wrap it up, faking the funk, I can smell it. The wicked is witty, they living it hellish. I really be with it, like living together. My circle ain't flipping like heads or whatever. It's all in the people that telling you, telling the lies. I don't buy them, the way you can sell it. Yo, Benzito, my chariot, whiter than heaven. Yeah, if I see that Benzito, them angels will carry it.
Gotta be cautious, dripping nice in them crosses. Niggas will light up the torches, gotta be stepping outside with the bosses. Can't trust them as far as you smell them. All of you niggas is telling, and most of my niggas are felons.
Sorry about that. Here we go. Here we go. I didn't even know I was muted. There's no way around this, people. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. If I'm Donald Trump, the best thing he can do is get in front of this and try to confess to whatever the fuck it is that's going down in here. Because I'm telling you, man, the more and more these emails are leaked, the more and more he's getting implicated. There are people's names starting to come out. Bill Clinton is now being implicated in here. I heard Oprah Winfrey's name is being implicated in there. P. Diddy. We got Prince Williams. We already know how that went down. He went and confessed all his fucking crimes, and they done kicked him out the royal family. There's pictures of him online everywhere surfacing with him with fucking Godfrey Dufresne, the girl that committed suicide, who was fucking basically passed on throughout all these elites. You got rumors of a fucking king in Dubai getting involved in this craziness. Bro, Trump is fucked. No one is gonna put their name on something that's gonna show, if they vote no, that they were protecting the PPP. You protecting the pedophile protection program? You gonna really sign up for that? The PPP? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna show y'all videos. These fucking House Republicans and House Senate, they're done. They know for the fact there's no way to protect Donald Trump no more. They're trying to protect themselves to ensure that they got a shot at trying to win their seats and keep their jobs come November of next year. Donald Trump is done. There's nothing Donald Trump can do. There's no comeback for him or nothing. They're going to impeach him. He's going to get kicked out the White House. All this information up here is going to finish him, bro. Bro. Now this is crazy. And these are allegations that are on paper. You out here giving head, Trump? Hey, yo. Let's get to the videos. Let's get to these emails. You're hanging out with your boy Havoc 3E. I'm a member of the motherfucking Rico Squad. I'm known as a problem child. I'm the devil's advocate of Talk Your Ish Just, but I'm the CEO of Smoked Out Society. Let's get to it, folks. Let's get to it. I don't even want to bullshit no more. Let's get to it, bro. This is it. We're gonna start talking about these emails, start talking about shit. My man out here giving blowjobs, bro. You see this? This is crazy, bro. Let's get to it, folks.
This is CNN Breaking News.
All right, we do have breaking news in the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. Democrats on the House Oversight Committee, minutes ago, literally, releasing emails that they say were written by Jeffrey Epstein that explicitly, specifically mentioned Donald Trump by name and in context that we really haven't heard before.
Oh my God.
Who's got this reporting, Caitlin?
Folks, this shit is legit right now.
Yeah, John, these are emails that show Jeffrey Epstein mentioning Donald Trump by name multiple times in private correspondence that he had with people, including Ghislaine Maxwell, obviously his longtime associate and accomplice, and also the author Michael Wolff, in a time span of about the last 15 years or so in these emails. Now, these are coming out from the House Oversight Committee. They had issued.
Also, not to pause it real quick, I don't want to take away from what these people are talking about because I really want you guys to see what's going on. I dropped a link down in the comment. If anybody want to come up on the panel and speak their mind about the situation, you are more than welcome to. Another thing is I have the emails actually downloaded and saved in the computer to show y'all a little bit later so we could break down that specifically. But pay attention, folks. This shit is legit. Like I said, anybody's more than willing to come up on the panel, could use somebody to talk about it. And once again, I'm going to throw this out there. If there's any Trump supporters out there, you are more than welcome to come up on the panel. You will not be disrespected. No one is going to do you dirty or nothing. I just want you to explain all of this shit that's going down. I would really, truly love if a Trump supporter can come on the panel and explain this shit, yo. This shit is wild crazy, folks. When I'm telling you, this shit is wild fucking crazy. What's good, KC? Good morning, love. Good morning. Good morning. Damn. Thank you for the comment. Whether it's good or bad, love. Whether it's good or bad. Thank you for the comment. Let's get back to it, bro. This shit is crazy.
A bipartisan subpoena to Jeffrey Epstein's estate, John, as you know, earlier this year. And so they've gotten their hands on a trove of documents. And these are emails that included Jeffrey Epstein on them. They were sent either to him or from him that mention Donald Trump before he was in office and also while he was in office during his first term. And I want to walk you through these emails of what exactly we are reading in Jeffrey Epstein's own words in these emails that have been released by the House Oversight Committee. And in one of them, Jeffrey Epstein says, and I should note, Trump did not send or receive any of these messages. He's not a party to these emails, John, but these are emails from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell. This is one from April 2nd, 2011. And in this email, Jeffrey Epstein writes to Ghislaine Maxwell and says, quote, I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. There's a name that's redacted, which the House Oversight Committee has said is a victim of Jeffrey Epstein's. Obviously, we have not been able to independently confirm that because her name is redacted from this email. But they say redacted spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned, police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. Ghislaine Maxwell responds to that email, John, and says, quote, I have been thinking about that. Now, there's no context.
Okay, what's crazy about this right here, this email, and why they keep bringing up this email is the fact that, remember, Ghislaine Maxwell testified and she put on paper that she said she never known of Trump ever being in motherfucking Epstein's house. He never left Mar-a-Lago or none of this shit. But right here, this is contradicting everything that's been said, bro. Everything that's been said is being contradicted. She said she never knew of any information of Trump ever being in his house. We know that's a lie because she's up here telling this nigga, yo, the fact that he's in your house now with one of the victims, that's evidence and fucking shit we could use to blackmail him. So you could tell these motherfuckers were building a motherfucker. This nigga Epstein made his career off of blackmailing high officials, bro. This is what it's going to come down to, bro. And the fact that this shit is crazy. Let's continue. For
that message in this release of what we're getting. Obviously, this was a time span, and this was about 3 years after Jeffrey Epstein had accepted what is now known as that sweetheart deal that only got him a few months in prison, and something that came under a ton of scrutiny during Donald Trump's first term in office because of his then Labor Secretary, Alex Acosta, who helped negotiate that plea deal, that sweetheart deal for Jeffrey Epstein at the time. And so that's the context of this came about 3 years after he had negotiated that plea deal, John. And there's also other emails that have been released by the committee this morning, including between Jeffrey Epstein and Michael Wolff. People will remember Michael Wolff, of course, the author who wrote a book on the inner workings of Trump's West Wing back in 2018 during his first term. Yo. He is someone who has talked at length about his own correspondence with Jeffrey Epstein, published audio recordings of those conversations between the two of them. And in another email, and this seems to be a
that's what's up, people. I got me a goddamn person in the chat harassing me. That's what's up. I'm becoming somebody. Thank you, Casey.
Michael Wolff, and says, quote, Trump said he asked me to resign. And he adds, John, never a member ever. Of course, he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop. Now, again, we don't have the context of this email, but John, that comes as in recent months, we've heard President Trump himself and the White House say that Jeffrey Epstein was kicked out of Mar-a-Lago for being a creep. And Trump himself told reporters on Air Force One that he was trying to poach women, he and Ghislaine Maxwell, from the Mar-a-Lago spa. And that was why they had such a falling out and why he ultimately asked Jeffrey Epstein to leave the Mar-a-Lago club.
What's good, Chuco? Chuco on the whole set. What's good, brother? This shit crazy, Chuco. It's getting wild as fuck, bro. This shit is truly getting wild as fuck.
Now, there's also a third email in here, John, and this is, again, in regards to Jeffrey Epstein and Michael Wolff. And Michael Wolff emails Jeffrey Epstein, and this is back in December 15th, 2015.
This is it, folks. Listen to this shit. This is
just to
crazy.
put that in perspective for you. And it was the day of a CNN Republican primary debate. And Michael Wolff says, quote, I hear that CNN is planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you, either on air or in a scrum afterwards. And Epstein wrote, if we were able to craft an answer for him, what do you think it should be? Michael Wolff responded at length, John. I'll summarize it. But he said, in regards to Trump, I think you should let him hang himself. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the House, then that gives you a valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you. Or if it really looks like he could win, you could save him generating a debt. Now, I'll note, John, we looked at the transcript.
So these motherfuckers are basically was setting Trump up. He knew that once Trump became president, he had all this information and all this shit. He knew that this eventually was gonna come. Yo, this only proves more and more that this motherfucker Epstein was murdered, bro. They clipped Epstein to try to get in front of this, and no matter what, with even still killing this man, all this is still being released. This is all still causing damage. We got a whole motherfucking other country who basically disowned the whole prince. He lost his title, his money, everything, folks. They tried, and it's too late, bro. I'm telling you, don't be surprised if Ghislaine Maxwell ends up being found unalive, bro. This is gonna get worse and worse and worse. Does anybody else smell a veto? Because when this gets passed in the House and the Senate, Orange Taco Tit motherfucker is gonna pull out the veto. Remember, I said that shit. You heard it here first.
Of that CNN debate from December 2015. There's no mention of Jeffrey Epstein in there. And of course, as I mentioned, Donald Trump himself is not a party to these emails. But what this shows is Jeffrey Epstein mentioning Donald Trump by name multiple times.
You're right, Chuko.
In Washington,
the irony of him saying he's going to hang himself. Exactly what's happening right now.
Kaitlan, as you mentioned multiple times, we just don't have the context surrounding any of these emails. But that first email you read, the language absolutely jumps out to me. This is April 2nd, 2011. Epstein writes to Ghislaine Maxwell, I want you to realize the dog that hasn't barked is Trump, blank. And blank here is one of the alleged victims of Jeffrey Epstein. A victim spent hours at my house with him being Trump. He has never once been mentioned. Now, again, we don't have the context surrounding that, Kaitlan, but this kind of language from Jeffrey Epstein.
Another thing I'm going to say about this whole situation is two people. I'm going to go ahead. There was a couple of weeks ago, there was mention of Trump being a fucking snitch and an informant and talking shit about people. Bro, I would not be surprised if Trump snitched on fucking Epstein, bro. I will not be surprised. It would not shock me if Trump was the one that fucking snitched to get Epstein locked the fuck up, trying to fucking silence Epstein. And no matter what, all this shit is still happening to him.
Himself. How often has Donald Trump, what has Donald Trump said about contact he may have had or time he may have allegedly spent with some of Epstein's alleged victims?
All right. Mission loaded. Lithium up for grabs.
Let's get these commercials.
Let's go.
Come on,
Uhura in. Kirk on the.
Let's get it.
Yeah. And John, just to be clear, the woman, the person whose name is redacted here was redacted by the House Oversight Committee before they put this out. That has been a huge point of focus as people have demanded the release of these documents, is to be able to protect the survivors and the victims. We have not been able to independently verify who this person is. The committee is the one doing the redacting here. But obviously he is referencing someone who Jeffrey Epstein says in this email from 2011 that spent time with Donald Trump at his house. And so we've asked the White House for comment on this morning. Obviously, these are emails that predate his time in office this term. They span about 15 years, this correspondence that's being released. And Trump has denied that he knew anything about what Jeffrey Epstein was doing and the sex trafficking of young women. And he said that he wasn't aware of that at the time. And obviously, Trump himself has not.
That's a motherfucking lie.
It's very important that we make that clear here, John. But of course, the question has been when it comes to regards to the Justice Department and what they've released about what they know. And Adelita Grijalva is being sworn in today. She's the new House Democrat from Arizona, and she's expected to be that 218th signature. And so the pressure has been building on not just Democrats, but Republicans here in Washington to release more information about what the Justice Department has. And so looking at that email, obviously, will likely only increase that pressure to do so. And you're right, John, we don't know the context of that. But obviously you can read Jeffrey Epstein's words in and of itself, and take away obviously what you will from that.
Oh yeah, it begs many questions to be asked, perhaps to the president or the White House. You've already put this to them. Much more on this.
This shit is crazy, bro. This shit is wild. So basically, there's now more information coming out. Now we could suspect that the reason why the government was on shutdown wasn't just only because of fucking the Medicaid, the SNAP, and all this stuff. It was this motherfucker. They were trying their hardest to keep this woman from fucking signing this petition to be the 218th motherfucking goddamn deciding vote to force the Epstein file. And the Democrats, they did this shit smart, because this petition, when it was wrote up so that when you signed your name, whether yes or no, your name will be shown that you voted no or your name voted yes. And I'm telling you right now, it went from fucking 4 to 10 Republican House members now swoon. They said it's close to almost damn near to 100 that are now going to say yes to release the Epstein file. You got to think about it. These people want to keep their fucking seats. They want to keep their jobs. They know that November of next year, when we do this fucking midterm elections, you imagine trying to go ahead and compete against somebody, debating somebody to try to stay as the primary, and any nigga hit you in the head and say, well, damn, nigga, you voted to protect the PPP, the Pedophile Protection Program. You was protecting pedophiles. You think anybody want to follow somebody like that? Come on, man. That is political destruction right there. Anybody that has anything to do with this shit, their fucking careers are going to be totally fucking over, bro. There's no comeback from this. There's no explaining this. You're fucking done, bro. You're absolutely done. There's no explaining this. The names are coming out. People are gonna start getting real, and there are people trying to get in front of this. Look, I would not be surprised if Trump winds up getting unalived by a lot of high-profile, powerful people who are about to be goddamn exposed to this. And the people that are trying to get in front of it, it ain't working in their favor. It's truly not working in their favor. Those trying to get in front of these fucking allegations and everything. Let's go to the next one, because the next video is just as fucking crazy, bro. This shit is wild, folks. This shit is getting out of hand and it's getting crazy. Here we go. This is the next shit.
These documents made public by the House Oversight Committee on Wednesday contain shocking exchanges between Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and others, painting a troubling picture of what may have happened behind closed doors. Among the most striking revelations is an email Epstein sent to his co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell, back in 2011, where he wrote, and I quote, "I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump." Epstein went on to say that one of the young women, later identified by Democrats as a victim, spent hours at his house with Donald Trump. In her reply, Maxwell said that she had been thinking about that as well. The emails also revealed that in 2015, when Trump was seeking the Republican nomination for the White House, journalist Michael Wolff wrote to Epstein,
"I hear CNN is planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you, either on air or in scrum afterwards.
If we were able to craft an answer for him, what do you think it should be?"
I think you should let him hang himself. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the house, then that gives you a valuable PR and political currency.
Years later, in 2019, Epstein reportedly wrote to Wolff saying that Trump had asked him to resign from Mar-a-Lago, although, according to Epstein, he was never a member of the president's exclusive club in Florida. In the same email, Epstein added that of
Assalamualaikum assalam. How you doing, Truth Lady? This shit is crazy, love. This shit is crazy, love. Another email batch was released this morning, just to get you caught up real quick. This, as you can see the title, there's an email stating that Donald Trump gave Bill Clinton head. That's fucking crazy. Yes, I got the email, and not on the videos. I got that shit saved. Last night I was downloading fucking them emails because they've been making them public. This shit is wild.
course Trump knew about the girls, and even claimed that Trump had once asked Maxwell to stop. But the emails go beyond accusations. They show that Epstein's inner circle continued tracking Trump's movements long after their friendship reportedly ended. In one message from November 2016, Epstein's pilot informed him that Trump was scheduled to depart on a certain flight. The files also show Epstein's associates regularly forwarding news stories about Trump, suggesting the disgraced financier kept a close eye on his one-time friend. In fact, Epstein even mocked Trump in a message to former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, calling him borderline insane. The reaction to these revelations has been swift and polarized. Democrats say the emails deepen the questions surrounding Trump's past association with Epstein and have demanded the release of the full Epstein files, believed to contain years of travel records and correspondence.
That's crazy.
Republicans, meanwhile, are pushing back hard. They accuse Democrats of cherry-picking a handful of messages from over 23,000 documents to create what they call a clickbait scandal. White House press secretary.
Now, I've heard a lot of people saying that cherry-picking the emails. Any way you put it, whether they cherry-picking the emails and posting what they want to post, when it's all said and done, it shows that Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein, and Donald Trump all fucking lied under oath. Donald Trump lied under oath as a president. My man, you said you never been to this dude's house, you never been on this plane, you never been on this island. Apparently, that's all fucking lies, my man. You're lying your fucking ass off. You're busted.
Caroline Levitt also defended President Trump.
These emails prove absolutely nothing other than the fact that President Trump did nothing wrong. And what President Trump has always said is that he was from Palm Beach, and so was Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein was a member at Mar-a-Lago until President Trump kicked him out because Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile and he was a creep.
That's a lie also, as we already been told. He was never an official member of a fucking Mar-a-Lago. There's no fucking records or nothing of him being a member or nothing. He was just up in there rolling, hanging out, doing what the fuck he wanted, and Trump knew exactly what he was in there doing. Stop the cap.
And this comes as President Trump has himself denied that he knew about Epstein's sexual abuse of underage girls and women. After these recent emails were made public, President Trump fired back on his Truth Social platform, accusing Democrats of trying to revive the Jeffrey Epstein hoax to distract from their failures on the government shutdown. The newly released emails have opened another chapter in the long and tangled history between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. What happens next will depend on whether the full set of Epstein documents is made public and what those records ultimately reveal.
So they just going to keep beating around the bush. Here we go. That's the one I just played. So they still beating around the bush when it comes to this fucking email, folks. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back here and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull the motherfucking email up for y'all. That's what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up the motherfucking email for y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 motherfucking second. I got this shit right here. I'm not fucking around. I ain't playing no games. I got the email right here, folks. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get rid of this right here. This shit is wild, bro. Got the email right here, folks. Here we go, bro. Let's break this bitch down. Yes, let's do that. Hold on a second. Let me make it a little bit bigger so y'all can see. Y'all already know where's the magnifier at. Here we go. Check this out, folks. This was released this morning. Check this out, people. This shit is fucking crazy. This was absolutely released this morning. Mark L. Epstein. This is from Mark Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein to his brother. This is from Mark. These are the two Epstein brothers talking, folks. These are the two Epstein brothers. Here we go. I'd rather be in Donnie's shoes. That was from Jeffrey Epstein to his brother. You mean Donnie T. On the 21st of 2018, Mark, which is basically Jeffrey Epstein's brother, sent his brother a fucking an email. You and your boy Donnie can make a remake of the movie Get Hard. Anybody that knows that movie knows what that movie was about. Let's keep it 100. We're not stupid. If you don't know what that movie is, then you need to go ahead and look up the movie Get Hard. And when you do, you're going to be fucking disgusted as a man. Check it out. Then on that same day at 4:32 a.m. in the morning, your boy Jeffrey Epstein's brother sent Mark Epstein sent his brother Jeffrey Epstein and sent him an email asking him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. Oh shit. Do y'all see that right there? All good. Bannon was rolling with fucking Jeffrey Epstein when Jeffrey Epstein was over here back and forth emailing his brother as they were talking about that shit. How you doing? A while back, you mentioned that you were this is him talking to his brother, because we all know that Jeffrey Epstein's brother has diabetes. But are you seeing this right here, folks? He told Jeffrey, he sent this email to Jeffrey Epstein, his brother, who was hanging out with Steve Bannon at the time, and said that asked Putin if he has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. Everyone knows who the fuck is Bubba. Bubba is William Bill fucking Clinton, bro. Bill fucking Clinton was the only person known as Bubba. When you put a Bubba on the internet for search, you know who comes up? Bill fucking Clinton. Come on, folks. This is fucking crazy right here, bro. This right here is absolutely mind fucking boggling, bro. What the fuck is going? Yo, I'm telling you, man, this man is going hard to cover whatever the fuck he needs to cover up, because this shit is turning out to be a fucking surreal nightmare for him, bro. That's what this shit is turning out to be, bro. This shit is turning, he's losing his fucking mind, people. He's losing his mind. He don't know what else to do, man. This shit's gonna end his fucking presidency. There ain't shit he could do. Absolutely nothing. Let's get back to it, yo. I'm telling you, bro. He's in a point where the best thing he could do is just straight come. I'm telling you, man. He can't get around this. There's no way he's gonna be able to get around this, bro. There's no way, man. He's fucking done, bro. No matter what he does, this shit is gonna ruin him. They're gonna destroy him with this, and this is how they're gonna get him the fuck out the White House, bro. This is how they're gonna get him out, folks. This nigga is done, bro. There's nothing he can do to capitulate this shit, bro. This shit is crazy. You got other people who breaking down these comments. They're tripping about this. Check this out. Look at this guy over here breaking down his comment.
Ask Putin if he has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. That is a direct quote from Epstein emails. Allegedly, this is all on the ledge of allegedly, but as you know, they have released all almost all, but they are releasing a lot of Epstein emails, and it is not pretty because is it possible? Is it even, who is Bubba? They're saying Bubba is Bill Clinton, the saxophone playing Bubba. Oh my MGs, is that why on the island there is a painting of Bubba in a dress with the red high heels? It's very odd behavior, Patriots, but I told you, this world is about to get so much more interesting. Stay tuned. All your heroes are going down, so make some new heroes because they might have blown Bubba. I don't know.
Yo, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy, bro. This is crazy. There are people wigging with this shit now, bro. The Republican Party is at a loss, bro. They don't know what to say or do right now. There's no way to explain none of this. This whole shit is just straight out of whack. I don't know who this is right here, but check this out. This is someone who is oh my God. Every celebrity on the ESPN list explain. I don't know if this is someone trying to break down a list of people who they believe is on the motherfucking Epstein list. This came out about a month ago. I don't know. That's well. Let's take a look at it. It's fucking interesting. Check this out.
Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein first became acquainted in the late 1980s to early 1990s. Both men were active in New York in Palm Beach high society, which made it easy for them to cross paths. Trump was already known as a wealthy businessman and real estate developer, while Epstein was building influence as a financier with powerful connections. In 2002, Trump gave an interview to New York Magazine in which he described Epstein as a friend. He said, "I've known Jeff for 15 years, terrific guy. He likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side." This comment has been widely quoted because it suggests that Trump was aware of Epstein's preference for very young women, even if nothing illegal was directly acknowledged. There is also video footage from a 1992 party held at Mar-a-Lago, Trump's private resort in Palm Beach, Florida. In the video, Trump and Epstein can be seen laughing together, pointing at women, and enjoying themselves in the company of cheerleaders. This footage supports the idea that the two men were socially close at the time. Flight records from the 1990s show that Trump and some members of his family flew on Epstein's private jet. The jet was sometimes referred to in the media as the Lolita Express, although there is no evidence that illegal activity took place on the specific flights involving Trump. Epstein also kept a personal address book, sometimes called the Black Book, which contained names and contact details of many high-profile individuals, including Donald Trump. This book has been made public through court filings and investigative journalism. Epstein also once claimed, according to author Michael Wolff, that Trump was one of his closest friends. He reportedly told stories about their time together, including nights in New York and Atlantic City, where they would look for women to meet. Epstein described these outings as part of their routine during their friendship. However, by 2004, the relationship between Trump and Epstein came to an end. Reports suggest that their falling out happened during a bidding war over a luxury mansion in Palm Beach. Trump won the bid, and some sources say Epstein never forgave him for it. Other unconfirmed reports claim that Trump banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago after complaints that he had behaved inappropriately toward young women working at the club. While that ban was never officially confirmed, it has been repeated by various media outlets over the years. After Epstein was arrested in 2019, Trump publicly distanced himself from him. When asked by reporters, Trump said, "I had a falling out with him a long time ago. I was not a fan of his." He claimed that they had not spoken in over 15 years and denied any close relationship after their fallout. Later, during his political campaigns, Trump made additional comments. He at one point promised to release grand jury transcripts and other documents related to Epstein's criminal network. However, he later shifted his position, calling the people demanding the documents troublemakers and referring to the Epstein issue as a distraction created by political opponents. No official legal filings or testimonies have ever accused Trump of participating in Epstein's sex trafficking activities. Multiple news outlets, including the Washington Post, have confirmed that there is no direct evidence linking Trump to any of Epstein's crimes. Still, the fact that he was once socially close to Epstein continues to raise questions, especially in the court of public opinion. Bill Clinton's name often comes up in conversations about Jeffrey Epstein. This is mainly because they were connected through global charity work and political circles in the late 1990s and early 2000s.
God damn, man. Yo, I'm gonna have to pay and get this YouTube shit. But these commercials at the wrong time, bro.
By this point, Epstein was known as a wealthy financier who donated to high-profile causes and moved in elite circles, while Clinton had just left the White House and was becoming deeply involved in international philanthropy. One of the earliest links between them was through the Clinton Global Initiative. Epstein was reportedly interested in being part of its early development. He was also active in major organizations like the Council on Foreign Relations. These overlapping interests in global development brought them into contact with one another. According to visitor logs, Epstein visited the White House at least 17 times between 1993 and 1995. During these visits, he reportedly attended donor events alongside musicians and other guests. These meetings took place while Clinton was still president, although there is no evidence that the two men were close at the time. More attention was brought to their connection when it was revealed that Clinton flew on Epstein's private jet in the early 2000s. Flight records confirm that Clinton traveled on the jet at least 4 times between 2002 and 2003. These trips were to places like Europe, Asia, and Africa, where Clinton was involved in speaking engagements and global health missions tied to his foundation. Each trip included Clinton's staff, Secret Service agents, and other invited guests. There is no evidence that these flights involved any illegal activity. When Epstein was arrested in 2019, Clinton publicly denied knowing anything about Epstein's crimes. In a statement, his office explained that Clinton had not spoken with Epstein in many years and had never visited Epstein's private island in the Caribbean. However, one of Epstein's accusers, Virginia Giuffre, later claimed that Clinton had been on the island in 2002. She said Epstein told her he owed Clinton favors, but there are no records, and Clinton has strongly denied ever visiting the island. In his 2024 memoir titled Citizen, Clinton described Epstein as odd and admitted he regretted ever meeting him. He explained that Epstein had become involved in elite donor networks and was not someone he considered a close friend. Importantly, Bill Clinton has never been accused of any sexual misconduct in connection with Epstein's crimes. No court filings or law enforcement investigations have linked him to the sex trafficking operation that Epstein was eventually charged with. Although Clinton has explained and defended his past contact with Epstein, public interest in the story continues. Kevin Spacey, a well-known actor, has been named in documents related to Jeffrey Epstein. These connections have raised questions, especially because of Spacey's own legal troubles in recent years. However, based on current public records, his link to Epstein appears limited to few public events and documents, with no evidence of direct involvement in Epstein's crimes. One of the clearest links between Spacey and Epstein comes from a 2002 humanitarian trip organized by the Clinton Foundation. Spacey, along with former President Bill Clinton and other public figures, flew on Epstein's private jet to visit several countries in Africa. Flight records confirm that Spacey was on the jet during this time. The purpose of this journey was to support international aid work and raise awareness for public health issues. Young girls were seen at some of the visited charity centers, which later led to media speculation. However, Spacey has stated he was unaware of any inappropriate activity and had no personal relationship with Epstein. In addition to the flight, there is a famous photograph from 2002 showing Kevin Spacey seated beside Ghislaine Maxwell at Buckingham Palace.
Truth Lady says, yet there is or was a painting of Clinton in a dress hanging on Epstein's wall. That's a fact. That's 100% fact. That was mentioned earlier in my live on one of the videos I was watching. That was one that was mentioned earlier on one of the videos in my live. Yes, that was mentioned earlier on one. I don't know if it was CNN or Midas Touch, but they did mention something about that photo of Clinton in a dress hanging on Epstein's wall. This shit is getting crazy, Truth Lady.
In the photo, the two are smiling while sitting on ceremonial thrones used by the British royal family. According to Spacey, the visit was part of a public tour, and he did not know Maxwell personally. In July 2025, Kevin Spacey made public statements requesting that the government release all Epstein-related files. He wrote online, "Release the Epstein files, all of them. For those of us with nothing to fear, the truth cannot come soon enough." This message was seen by some as an attempt to clear his name and distance himself from the ongoing conspiracy theories surrounding Epstein's network. Spacey has consistently stated that he had never visited Epstein's island and that he did not maintain any kind of personal friendship with Epstein or Maxwell. As of now, there is no credible evidence placing him at the center of Epstein's criminal activities. Prince Andrew, the Duke of York and second son of Queen Elizabeth II.
We know this is the we already know what's up with Prince of and we know what happened with Prince Andrew. That motherfucker's been disowned, he's been disbarred, he's been kicked out of the royal family, all that. Like I said, this video is about a month or 2 months old, so I don't know if he's already aware that this motherfucker's already been given the boot.
Second, became connected to Jeffrey Epstein in the late 1990s. Their relationship began through
supposedly they got a picture with him with the girl who committed suicide, who was also mentioned earlier, that said that she saw Clinton in 2002, Virginia Giuffre. I hope they show the photo.
Ghislaine Maxwell, where Prince Andrew stated that he met Maxwell first and that she later introduced him to Epstein. From there, their association grew as all three operated within elite circles of politics, wealth, and international philanthropy. By the year 2000, Prince Andrew was spending time socially with Epstein and Maxwell. Reports confirmed that he had invited...
Damn, let me see if I can pause it back again. You see that picture right here? That you see on Prince Andrew right here? If you look, you can see the blonde hair. That's Virginia Giuffre. I'm gonna find that picture for y'all if they don't show it here, but that's her right there. And right beside her, behind her, is motherfucking goddamn Ghislaine Maxwell. I hope they show the photo.
Prince Andrew was spending time socially with Epstein and Maxwell. Reports confirmed that he had invited them to several royal events, including a shooting party at Sandringham and gatherings at Windsor Castle and Buckingham Palace. These were not secretive meetings. They were part of the royal calendar, which included many international guests. Epstein and Maxwell's presence, however, gained later attention due to what was eventually revealed about their private criminal activities.
God damn these fucking commercials. Come on.
One major moment of controversy came in December 2010, when Prince Andrew was photographed walking through Central Park with Jeffrey Epstein. This happened shortly after Epstein had been released from prison on charges related to the solicitation of a minor. The public response was strong, as many questioned why a senior member of the British royal family would continue to associate with someone already convicted of a sex crime. Buckingham Palace released a statement soon after, saying that the prince had ended his friendship with Epstein and regretted the meeting. The most serious issue connected to Prince Andrew involves the allegations made by Virginia Giuffre, one of Epstein's most vocal accusers. In court filings, Giuffre claimed that she had been forced to have sexual encounters with Prince Andrew when she was only 17 years old. She alleged that these encounters happened in London, New York, and on Epstein's private island. A widely circulated photo shows Prince Andrew with his arm around Giuffre's waist at Ghislaine Maxwell's London home. Maxwell is also visible in the background. Andrew has denied any memory of meeting Giuffre and questioned the authenticity of the photo. In 2019, Prince Andrew gave an interview to BBC Newsnight in an attempt to explain his side of the story.
Hold on, I gotta show y'all that photo. I gotta definitely show y'all that photo. Hold on a second, so y'all can understand. I gotta hold on. I'm looking for it right now. Give me 1 second, people. Hold on 1 second. Found it. Found the photo. Give me a second. Let me go ahead. We're going to remove this real quick, y'all. We're going to remove this. We're going to stop sharing that for a minute. Bam. Look at that shit. Look at that. Look at that, people. That is Prince Andrew with his hand around Virginia Giuffre, and look who's standing right there smiling. Ghislaine Maxwell. But you never met her. He never met this girl. He never met Virginia Giuffre. He never met her. By the way, she committed suicide due to all the shit and trauma that she went through with that. But look who's there smiling. Ghislaine Maxwell, but they don't know her. They don't know shit about her. None of this bullshit. This is crazy, folks. This is crazy. This shit is absolutely fucking wild, bro. Let's get back to it now. If there's some other people on this list, y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? Oh yeah. Let's go.
He admitted that he had seen Epstein a few times a year in the early 2000s. He also acknowledged poor judgment, especially in staying at Epstein's New York residence after his conviction. However, his explanations were widely seen as evasive, and the interview caused public backlash. As a result, Prince Andrew stepped back from public duties and lost several military titles and royal patronages. It was also revealed that Epstein had helped pay off a personal debt of Sarah Ferguson, Prince Andrew's former wife. In 2021, Virginia Giuffre filed a civil lawsuit against Prince Andrew in a United States federal court. Though Andrew continued to deny all allegations, he eventually settled the case in early 2022. The settlement did not include an admission of guilt, but it further damaged his public image. As of 2025, Prince Andrew is no longer under investigation by U.S. authorities, and he is free to travel internationally. Advocacy groups for Epstein's victims continue to call for more transparency, arguing that no powerful figure should be immune from accountability. Ghislaine Maxwell is one of the most significant figures.
You right. That, you know what, Truth Lady? I was trying to remember the name. What was the fucking name of this shit that was called? Yeah, because they were saying the devil in blue because of the Democratic shit. This is fucking right here. Now they're getting into Ghislaine Maxwell.
In the story of Jeffrey Epstein, her relationship with him was not just personal, but also operational. She played a central role in building and maintaining the sex trafficking network.
When they get to the next couple of people,
Maxwell attended Oxford University and moved to New York shortly after her father.
This is just a few of the names. The few matter of fact, we don't even need to see Ghislaine Maxwell. Let's just straight skip Ghislaine Maxwell because we know what her part is in all this. These are just some of the names that are being dropped off so far.
Department of Justice recommended against reviewing it. There has also been public pressure for Maxwell to disclose more information about Epstein's network. She has hinted at willingness to testify before Congress, but as of now, no official effort has been made to bring her forward. Chris Tucker is a famous comedian and actor best known for his role in the Rush Hour movie series. His name has occasionally come up in discussions about Jeffrey Epstein, largely because of a single trip he took in 2002. In September 2002, Chris Tucker joined a humanitarian trip to several African countries.
And that's crazy because that was the same year that Bill Clinton was on that humanitarian motherfucking trip with goddamn Kevin Spacey. And just this is getting crazy.
This trip was organized by the Clinton Foundation and included visits to South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Rwanda, and Mozambique. The purpose was to raise awareness about HIV and AIDS and to support public health work across the continent. Other people on the trip included former U.S. President Bill Clinton and actor Kevin Spacey. The group traveled on Jeffrey Epstein's private jet. Tucker's name appears in Epstein's flight logs from this trip. That fact alone has led to speculation. However, it is important to note that there is no evidence Tucker had a personal relationship with Epstein or that he knew anything about Epstein's crimes. In fact, Tucker has stated publicly that he did not even know who Epstein was. In an interview, he referred to Epstein simply as this guy, indicating he was not someone Tucker was familiar with at the time. The speculation increased when comedian Cat Williams made a public joke that seemed to suggest Chris Tucker had been to Epstein's private island. However, no evidence supports that claim. Tucker has never been linked to Epstein's island, and no official record shows he had ever visited the property. No victims, legal documents, or investigations have connected Tucker to any misconduct. As of today, Chris Tucker has not been accused of any crime related to Jeffrey Epstein. He has not been mentioned in any lawsuits, criminal complaints, or credible media investigations. In Tucker's case, all evidence suggests he was part of a well-known humanitarian effort and had no deeper connection to Epstein. Naomi Campbell is one of the most recognizable supermodels in the world, known for her global fashion career and humanitarian efforts. She has also been connected, at least socially, to Jeffrey Epstein. Campbell reportedly met Jeffrey Epstein in 2001. According to her own account, the introduction came through her then boyfriend, Flavio Briatore. Campbell described Epstein as someone who is often seen at high-profile events, such as Victoria's Secret fashion shows, which were commonly attended by many public figures during that period. Her name appears in Epstein's contact list and on his private flight logs, specifically in the years 2001 and 2003. In Campbell's case, no evidence has surfaced suggesting she engaged in or was aware of Epstein's criminal activities. Virginia Giuffre, one of the most prominent Epstein accusers, mentioned Naomi Campbell in unsealed court documents. Giuffre recalled meeting Campbell at a yacht birthday party hosted in the south of France. This detail is important but also limited. Giuffre never accused Campbell of any wrongdoing, nor did she suggest that Campbell was involved in abuse or trafficking. The mention served more to show how interconnected Epstein's social circle was, rather than to imply criminal activity by all attendees. In response to her name being linked to Epstein, Campbell made a public statement in 2019. She said she was sickened by Epstein's crimes and offered her support to the victims. She addressed the fact that her name had appeared in court records and in the media, stating that while she had met Epstein through social circles, she had no involvement in his legal actions. She also expressed frustration that simply being photographed at the same event or listed in a contact book could lead to misleading narratives. She has publicly condemned Epstein's behavior and clarified her limited connection. To date, there has been no credible claim of misconduct against her related to this case. Alan Dershowitz is a well-known legal scholar, author, and former Harvard Law School professor who became connected to Jeffrey Epstein in the early 2000s. Their relationship began within elite academic and legal circles, but it eventually placed Dershowitz under intense public scrutiny due to both his legal work and later accusations. Dershowitz first met Epstein through mutual associates who were also involved in intellectual and philanthropic communities. Dershowitz reportedly viewed Epstein as intellectually curious and saw him as someone who enjoyed being surrounded by accomplished individuals. In 2005, when Epstein faced criminal investigation in Florida for soliciting a minor, Dershowitz joined his legal defense team. He played a key role in negotiating a plea deal with federal prosecutors. The final agreement allowed Epstein to plead guilty to 2 state-level charges, which led to a 13-month jail sentence with work release. Dershowitz later described this as a favorable plea, but insisted it was based on legal merit, not special privilege. The deal also controversially granted immunity to any unnamed co-conspirators. Dershowitz defended that clause as standard legal practice, but critics argued it gave Epstein's inner circle undue protection. Virginia Giuffre later alleged that she had been trafficked to several powerful men, including Alan Dershowitz. She claimed Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell forced her into sexual encounters with him when she was underage. Dershowitz denied the allegations forcefully, stating that he had never met Giuffre and that she was lying. He provided travel logs, records, and testimony to support his claim, and filed defamation lawsuits against her and her legal team. Giuffre countersued. In 2022, the legal battle ended in a confidential settlement. As part of the agreement, Giuffre issued a public statement saying she may have made a mistake in identifying Dershowitz and acknowledged that her accusation may have been incorrect. Dershowitz emphasized that he had been vindicated and reiterated that he had always told the truth. Beyond his personal defense, Dershowitz has become a vocal figure in calls for transparency around the Epstein case. He has urged the release of sealed documents and grand jury materials related to Epstein's network. He also supported the idea that Ghislaine Maxwell should be allowed or even compelled to testify before Congress. He has also attempted to address ongoing rumors about a supposed Epstein client list. Dershowitz has said that no such list exists in the form people expect. Instead, he argues that law enforcement already knows which individuals were mentioned by victims, and that further speculation only distracts from the real evidence gathered during investigations. Although Dershowitz was never charged with any crime related to Epstein's actions, his involvement as a lawyer and the later accusations have made him a controversial figure. Thank you.
That's crazy, yeah. That shit's crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. The shit that's coming out is absolutely fucking wild, bro. This There's no. Oh my God. That was an intense hour, people. That's all I could say. That was an intense fucking hour of massive information about certain people. And this shit is crazy, bro. These fucking email thing, this email shit is wild crazy, bro. Oh shit, sorry about that. Damn it. Give me a second. What the fuck is going on? I can't zoom out. Give me 1 second. Exit full screen. God damn. Sorry about that. I got stuck in full screen mode. But yeah, this shit is. This shit getting crazier. What? Check this out, folks. Oh my God. Breaking fucking news. I got to show y'all. Breaking news. Donald Trump has just issued and has asked the Department of Justice to investigate Jeffrey Epstein's ties to these people. Check this shit out. He wants them to investigate into Bill Clinton, J.P. Morgan, Chase, and this. What the fuck?
We're getting some breaking news out of Washington. For that, we'll turn to Eamon Javers. Morning, Eamon.
Breaking
Carl,
news.
a new social media post here from the President of the United States. He is calling for a Department of Justice investigation into J.P. Morgan, former President Bill Clinton, and others involved in relationships with Jeffrey Epstein. Here's what the president said on social media just a short time ago. He says, now that the Democrats are using the Epstein hoax involving Democrats, not Republicans, to try and deflect from their disastrous shutdown and all their other failures, I will be asking Attorney General Pam Bondi and the Department of Justice, together with our great patriots at the FBI, to investigate Jeffrey Epstein's involvement and relationship with Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, Reid Hoffman, J.P. Morgan Chase, and many other people and institutions to determine what was going on with them and him. He goes on to say, records show that these men and many others spent large portions of their life with Epstein and on his island. Stay tuned. So this presents a significant challenge for those individuals and institutions that the president is suggesting he's going to turn the Department of Justice onto. Clearly, there's a history with a number of these individuals and institutions with Jeffrey Epstein. The potential for embarrassing headlines is certainly there for all of them. And it represents a political response here from the President of the United States, who has been under fire for several days now from new emails released on Capitol Hill that show Jeffrey Epstein in emails years before his death discussing his deep and ongoing relationship with Donald Trump that was active for several decades and ended abruptly around 2004. All of that pressure from the Epstein scandal on the president and this White House now appearing to result in a social media post in which the president is demanding that his Department of Justice investigate others for their relationships with Jeffrey Epstein. So we'll see what the White House has to say about this. Any additional detail from the Department of Justice on where this investigation might go, guys. Back over to you.
You've got House oversight.
Bro, is this thing about to start snitching? There was already rumor. That's another thing too. There was already rumor. There was a rumor going around. What's good, Gemma? What's good? What's good? What's good? How you doing, love? I hope everything's good with you and the family and everything. Bro, there was a rumor that Trump was working with the FBI and that he helped the FBI put Jeffrey Epstein in jail the second time around, which eventually, you already know, he wound up getting murdered when he went back into jail for the second time around for shit, bro. Now Trump is over here ordering the Department of Justice to investigate all of fucking Epstein's ties with Trump, with get the fuck out of here, bro. This is getting ugly. This is truly getting real ugly, yo. Yeah, this is gonna turn out to be a surreal nightmare, yo. Yeah, this is definitely gonna get crazy. Word to life, yo. This is wild, bro. Oh man. Yeah, this shit crazy. This shit is crazy. I need a break, bro. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and listen to a little bit of music while I smoke the rest of this and let this shit soak in a little bit. I'm doing good. Thanks. Been going on day coach trips to watch some West End plays. Hope all is good with you and the family. Yes, they are. Everything is good, love. Thank you. Definitely. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and listen to a little bit of music, yo. I'm going to finish smoking this, listen to a little bit of music. Yo, this shit crazy, bro. Hell of a first hour, yo. I just, like I said, I don't see no way out for Donald Trump. I think he's fucked. He's cooked. That's a whole fact.
Hear my raps, they say that's how a thug feel. Feel my pain, you say, ow, nigga, son, chill, check the bop. It say, homie got the gun still, know my vibe. It say that nigga dumb real, Latin pain. Insane with the blood stain, stony the brain. Got slain, I'm in dumb pain, all of the rain. Is my life down a storm drain, trying to maintain through my thoughts of a cold pain. Sing the song, it say, something is going on. Flip the page, it say more, everything wrong. Check my mom, she say, son, gotta be strong, check.
What's good, Joe Elias? What's popping, brother? What's popping?
I've been strong way too long. Wear my shoes, I bet you probably cut your feet off. A day in the life of pain might bust the heat off. Far from soft, maybe calm but not blinded. And this real life, real spit, you can remind. Put a lot of work in never been humble. So me how to survive the concrete jungle. Raised in the Bronx, participated in rumbles. Sing like a busy beat, no bumble. For many I love that ain't love me. I forgive but can't forget the world's ugly. So up around the edges you might not wanna hug me, but take a good look at the heart, my ish lovely. I'm 1 in a million, maybe even 2. If it's in a billion, the real for a few. A popular loner, I don't need a crew. It take a bunch of you to do how I do. I ain't trying to brag, I don't like to boast. I'm just in my bag. A king deserves a toast, but don't praise me or praise the Holy Ghost. Please, Lord, forgive me for I done did the most. It's hard to be humble, hard to be good, but I done did my best in the worst of the hood. I'm watching shorties wildin', I don't think you should, but
Yo, bro, your boy out here getting crazy, bro. These emails are fucking your boy up, man. This nigga on his knees giving blowjobs, bro. This shit crazy, bro. This shit wild.
understand being misunderstood. Said it's hard to be humble, hard to be good, but I done did my best in the worst of the hood. I'm watching shorties wildin', I don't think you should, but I understand being misunderstood. See, I done seen it all. I seen the smallest ball, I seen the biggest fall. Can't stop the reaper's call. So he remain humble, still G standing tall. But every time I grab a pen, I got a truth for y'all. Raised on that each one teach one lessons. Count up all your blessings, delete all your stressing. Born sinner, I repent, Lord, I'm confessing. Keeping it real, case solo, no question. Far from perfect, opposite the worthless. Believer in Christ, but not in many churches. Cause so many things look good on the surface, so we must dig deep to see if it's really worth it. Cause everything that glitter and gold is fool's treasure. And mama never raised no fool, she knew better. From the true school grooves down to the letter. And you ain't gotta like me, B. Whatever.
Yeah, I just saw that shit. Oh, Dusty was good. Oh, Dusty's on the whole set. Yeah, I just played that just now. It just came up on my feed. Breaking news that he's telling the Department of Justice to investigate JP Morgan, Bill Clinton, and a whole bunch of high profile people that had ties to Jeffrey. Yo, this nigga's tripping, bro. Bro, like I said, I would not be surprised if this nigga winds up unalive and being unalive. I'm telling you, bro, it's just gonna get crazy, bro. And you know what I find crazy about all this too, yo? You notice how the vice president ain't said nothing, y'all? The vice president hasn't said nothing throughout all this. He's not even backing Trump up. You know why? Because that nigga know as soon as they kick Trump out, he next up. I'm telling you, bro, this shit's about to get crazy, man. Not one Republican is gonna vote not to release the files. They don't want to take that chance of losing their primary or their seat in November.
Good Pharmacy DJs.
Brand new banger. Now you probably never heard of me. Bicycle tone from the Bronx where many murders be. The block hot enough to give the devil a third degree. Life's a bitch and she's sick, she needs surgery. Spit like this and I still can't blow. Cause the game screws dudes and I ain't never been a hoe. I had the option to sell my soul, but chose a better road. Cause heaven don't accept cash or gold. Lord forgive me, man, I'm probably wrong. I repent. Then washing his blood and move on. They say to survive, you gotta be strong. I say you gotta be wise, cause one dumb move and you gone. I cut class for the street knowledge, cause I couldn't see myself falling for the shit they teach in college. Maybe I'm wrong, don't want to speak about it. I guess it is what it is, and it's it, and I don't even doubt it.
Exclusive hot new mix.
It's like you're ashamed of me.
Shout out to Pain.
Like
Shout
for
out to
real,
Pain.
you're so ashamed of me. I do my best to be my best. You keep me hidden from the rest. I mean, I guess you're ashamed of me. I guess you're ashamed of me. I want to be all I can be, and you're hoping no one can see. It gotta be that you're ashamed of me. It gotta be that you're ashamed of me. In my face, you say it's love. Behind my back, I'm just a thug. It's such a shame that you're ashamed of me. Just such a shame that you're ashamed of me. I express just how I feel. You're upset that I keep it real. You're so ashamed and it's lame to me. So effing lame. You're ashamed of me. The world tells you how you should be. I don't listen and just be me. And you got nerve to be ashamed of me? You got some nerve to be ashamed of me. I should be ashamed of you, and you should be embarrassed too. You should really be ashamed of you. You should really be ashamed of you. How quick you are to judge and how weak is all your love. I'm so ashamed that you're ashamed of me. Oh, so ashamed that you're ashamed of me. But I'm going to let you be, let you go. Forget me, please. I'll go be free since you're ashamed of me. See, I am free, but you're ashamed of me. Yeah, I'm free, but you're ashamed.
Hood Richard.
Buck Row Beats. Salute. Joe. Check it out.
Good Pharmacy DJs.
It's Latin Pain, everything. Real life respect. And this is dedicated to all the fake love I ever received. Yo, they don't really love you, they just say it. They think you a plaything, something they can play with. I got me a spray thing, something I can spray with. Stay up on my face or your face, I'ma spray it. I'm saying, they don't really love you, they just say it.
Yeah, that's a whole fact, Dusty. That's a whole fact, bro. Them motherfuckers is out there fucking wigging, bro. Yo, this is crazy, bro. Deviants. I think they're a little bit more than deviants, bro. It's just, I'm looking at my feed right now, and the videos that are, every time I refresh or I got my notifications on, bro, I'm looking at the other half of my screen and the feed is just popping up. Pow, 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 pow. This shit is crazy, bro. Everyone and their mother just going in on this shit. Look at this shit. Check this out. Check this out. We come back to pain. We'll come back to pain. Look at this shit right here, bro. Look at this shit. 16 seconds ago.
With him, not just MAGA commentators who are furious over Donald. Donald Trump has decided to go to war with his own Republican Party, and that's a pretty big mistake for Trump, considering that there are a lot of Republicans who are ready to go to war with him, not just MAGA commentators who are furious over Donald Trump's recent decisions around immigration and, of course, the Epstein files, but Republicans in Congress who are ready and willing to turn on Trump, partly because they see the direction that the collapse of his presidency is going. And of course, I'm talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene, who has been the most vocal opponent to Trump and just revealed his biggest nightmare around Epstein.
Lord.
We're going to get into it all, but before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video, and if you haven't already and you enjoy our channel, to hit that subscribe button, because it goes a long way in supporting our work. Now, before we get into what Marjorie revealed about the Epstein scandal after Donald Trump attacked her, and in his words, other stupid and weak Republicans, I want to start with one really weak Republican, J.D. Vance, whose silence was called out by Lawrence O'Donnell last night.
J.D. Vance was absolutely silent in that interview about Jeffrey Epstein's emails saying that Donald Trump, quote, knew about the girls. J.D. Vance was absolutely silent in that interview about any of the Jeffrey Epstein emails released by the House Oversight Committee. J.D. Vance never said the word Epstein. J.D. Vance never said the words Ghislaine Maxwell. J.D. Vance stayed absolutely silent about the worst challenge his boss is facing tonight. In other words, J.D. Vance is still Gerald Ford tonight.
Oh, shit.
Are you as obsessed with AI as I am? I am.
All right. And if people don't understand what that guy meant by Gerald Ford, when Richard Nixon got impeached for doing all that corrupt shit and everything, Gerald Ford was the vice president. Gerald Ford knew that there was nothing Richard Nixon could do to get out of the situation he was in, and that the best thing he could do to save his political life was turn a blind eye and not help Richard Nixon for nothing. Wouldn't comment about it, was staying out the limelight. He wouldn't be seen with fucking Richard Nixon. He basically let Richard Nixon drown on his own. And then once Richard Nixon stepped down because he knew he was going to get impeached, Gerald Ford became the president. This is what these people are starting to imply, that the reason why we're not hearing nothing from J.D. Vance and everything is because he's basically preparing himself to take over as president, because he himself can see the writing in the wall.
Okay, I don't know. I'm a Grok guy.
Me too. I'm a Grok guy.
You're a Grok guy. Okay, Elon. I think it's the best.
I think it's the best. It's also the least woke. I'm always asking myself, if I ask an AI a question, is it going to give me an objective
the vice
answer?
President puts it in extreme mode.
Answer.
Have you put it in extreme mode just for kicks and giggles? It's a little. Oh, if you want,
I have not, Sean. I don't want the media to attack.
If you want to know,
that whole interview was for kicks and giggles. It never, ever got more serious than that.
And coming up, more of my exclusive interview with Vice President J.D. Vance. We're going to ask him about the pressures of the job. What does he learn from President Trump? And of course, the question on everyone's mind.
The question on everyone's mind. That was Sean doing a parody of Sean. Of course, he didn't ask the question on everyone's mind about Donald Trump's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Hannity asked if J.D. Vance was going to run for president in 2028, a question J.D. Vance did not answer, but the world knows the answer is yes. Underlying the absurdity of the Hannity interview tonight, Attorney General Pam Bondi was the next guest on the Hannity show, where, of course, the word Epstein was never mentioned. And in J.D. Vance's social media attempt tonight in which he pretends that he is answering me and rising to Donald Trump's defense about Donald Trump's self-described 15-year friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. J.D. Vance himself managed to bring even more attention to my 18-minute statement last night about Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein and J.D. Vance.
If you want to talk about weak and pathetic,
That's
look
crazy.
at JD Vance. The guy isn't even a real person. He is whatever he needs to be in any given moment. He's a chameleon. He's just a constantly changing face. And he's not cool or fun or like a good hang. He's not charismatic. I don't know who likes JD Vance. JD Vance doesn't like JD Vance. He's changing everything about himself constantly. And he's doing it because we know he wants to be the Republican nominee for president in 2028. But for that to happen, he obviously needs the support of the MAGA base, but he needs Donald Trump's support as well. And right now, with Epstein, those two things are at odds. JD Vance doesn't want the Epstein scandal rubbing off on him. He doesn't want to have to defend Trump because he knows then he'll have to defend his defense eventually. But he also can't upset Donald Trump. So he's trying to pick his spots and kind of stay away. But his silence is really loud. It's almost an admission of guilt that he understands that this administration is engaged in a giant cover-up, that he is complicit in, that he should be held accountable for. What does Vance know? Because clearly on the campaign trail, he was happy to let it rip when it came to talking about Epstein. Not anymore. So what did he learn? What did he see that's in those files? And what has he refused to say about it? Well, clearly so much, which is what makes him weak. That's why Donald Trump's post that has Marjorie Taylor Greene attacking him is so interesting. I want to check out the post and then immediately what MTG revealed, Trump's complete nightmare. Trump wrote on Truth Social, the Democrats are doing everything in their withering power to push the Epstein hoax again, despite the DOJ releasing 50,000 pages of documents in order to deflect from all their bad policies and losses, especially around the shutdown, where their party is in total disarray and has no idea what to do. Some weak Republicans have fallen into their clutches because they are soft and foolish.
The release of these documents, and the president denies any wrongdoing, hasn't been accused of wrongdoing. Only on CBS Mornings, we are joined now by Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. Congresswoman, good morning. I want to begin.
Thanks for having me.
Good morning to you. I want to begin with the release of the Epstein files, the vote to release those files. You are on the side of releasing them, and you're on that side despite President Trump saying that only a very bad or stupid Republican would be standing where you are. Why is this so important to you?
It's for the victims. These women have been waiting, some of them for decades. I talked to several victims that were raped by Jeffrey Epstein back in the 90s. And so this is information that has needed to come out for a very long time. And the American people have demanded it. And so the American people deserve to see transparency from their government. Rich, powerful people should not be protected. That is completely wrong. And it's a message to victims everywhere, victims of rape, human trafficking, and children who are trapped in terrible situations, that the government will not protect the predators, that we will work hard to protect the victims.
So, Congresswoman, that all sounds reasonable. A lot of people agree with you. And so the question comes to mind, why is GOP leadership and the president himself so opposed to letting these files be released? As the Wall Street Journal put it, he looks like he has something to hide, even if he doesn't. So put on your political hat here. Why is he so opposed?
Well, you know, I've talked to many of the women, and the women themselves have said that Donald Trump did nothing wrong. And even their attorney said that Donald Trump was the only one that helped them. So I'll just being very honest with you, it's something that I don't understand. I think it's a huge miscalculation. And I truly just stand with the women, and I think they deserve to be the ones that we're fighting for.
You can understand, Congresswoman, how in the absence of a compelling why, a reason from the White House, people jump to conclusions and assume the president must be implicated in some way. And then we have all of this new information that came out both from Republicans and Democrats. I know you were going through it as of Wednesday. I'll just highlight one email that's getting a lot of attention here. It's from Jeffrey Epstein in 2011. And he says, the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. The email goes on from there. We don't understand the context. What do you make of this?
I don't know, not understanding the context of their conversation. And of course, Jeffrey Epstein is dead, so we can't ask him himself what that means. There's many conversations in these emails. There's tens of thousands of pages. That email in particular came from the estate. We subpoenaed the estate on the Oversight Committee. I'm part of that investigation. So it would be good to have further information there. But there's many people. And, you know, I've been looking at these emails, and I think it's a very interesting view into a world that most of us have never seen. It's like a kind of like a web of global affairs, business connections, a very high and powerful people, foreign leaders, and it's just an interesting world, and even the intel community.
The interesting subtext of what Marjorie Taylor
Yo, you niggas talking shit. Got a lot to say on the gram, the YouTube. You know what I say though? Ya niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Ya niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. Niggas talk shit, they don't even pop. I spill your whole shit, they gon' need a mop. You niggas mad push, probably got the wild. I hit them up, I think I'm fucking pop. From the Bronx like a mud hubber. Straight gutter, hot peas and butter. Pour the rock brother that'll eat your mother. Get mad, call dad, you gon' need each other. My flow lethal, weapon, I'm D Glover, meat lover. Niggas talk like you all let us all cap. You gon' bust gas, niggas all rap. I'm all fact, check the rap sheet. Niggas saw that I smack them with the Mac 4 rack, nigga fall back. Don't press your luck. I'm from the slums, son, and my gun go buck. Y'all niggas talk shit, I'm like so fucking what? You puss. Yo, shut the fuck up. 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 Y'all niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. I'm hotter than the sun, nigga. Bust your guns, my love, son. I'm big pun, nigga. See me with the Glock 4 out. You run, nigga. This for those yapping their gums, niggas. You dumb, nigga. Nigga, you stupid. My record ruthless. I bang on some snow shit. Don't make me prove it. Look at your life, nigga. Useless. You ain't bout shit. I get the laugh when the two spit. I do this. Every bar is a felony. Go hard like dog in the yard. This pit energy. I bite, grip, shake, and chew through each enemy. Don't want a nigga, let it be. Ain't shit niggas telling me. So shut the fuck up, I'm all the way up, I'm an astronaut. Niggas talk shit, that's the life of a butt. I'm like, so what, nigga? Shut the fuck up. 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 Ya niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. 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 Ya niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. motherfucker.